Hello core engineering family. In this video we are going to discuss about the why sulfur is undesirable in steel. Okay, so I hope you know about the steel. What is a steel? Basically steel is an alloy. Okay, and I hope you know that what is the alloy basically. So alloy is a homogeneous mixture of combination of metals or the combination of metals and non-metals when we combine together in a definite proportions, right? So now why sulfur is undesirable in a steel, that we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, and before that, why the alloy is mostly used in the industrial application? So the reason is that its strength. Okay, if you will use the single element, let's suppose the iron or any single element, so you will see that it does not have that much strength individually. Okay, but when we combine together, so it increase its so many mechanical properties, right? That's why we use the alloy in our industry most of the time. Also when we use any single component, so we use some other metals and non-metals within it so that it could increase its mechanical properties like hardness or weldability, mechanability, depends on the condition to condition or the application to application, right? So now what is the sulfur basically? So sulfur is a non-metal with the symbol of S. You will see in a periodic table the symbol of the sulfur is S and the atomic number is 16. See, this is your periodic table, and in the group 16, so this is your group 16, and in the period third, this is your sulfur. Okay, so what is the atomic number? That is 16. And what will be the molecular weight of the sulfur? Let me in the comments box, right? So this is your sulfur. Okay, that is a non-metal. Why it is non-metal? Because in the periodic table, if you will see, if we go from left to right, so metals, so it simply here it will be metals and here it will be non-metal, right? So these all are the non-metals. You could simply see here in the yellow color. Okay, so now let's discuss about the sulfur. Okay, so if we talk about the electronic configuration of the sulfur, so simply you will see this is your nucleus, okay, and the center, and in the first cell there is 2 electrons, in the second cell there is the 8 electrons, and in the third cell there is the 6 electrons, right? And in the room temperature, the elemental sulfur is a bright yellow in color and it founds a crystalline at the room temperature, right? So that is just informative and the overview about the sulfur. Now we will discuss that why sulfur is undesirable in a steel. So mainly sulfur is considered as a common impurity in a steel. Whenever we talk about the steel, okay, whenever we talk about the steel, so steel is also a alloy. We discussed about it. Okay, let's suppose if I talk about the SS, that is a stainless steel. Okay, so it is a combination of the your iron, nickel and chromium, right? Let's suppose if there is the sulfur within it, so what will happen basically? So during the solidification process, it can react with the iron, that is your Fe, and it could form the your iron sulfide, that is ferric sulfide also we say, at the grain boundaries. Okay, what is it means? It means that, see here what happens, that during the solidification process it could react with the iron and it could form the ferric sulfide, okay, or the iron sulfide. So what will happen basically when it will form the your iron sulfide? So mainly the formation of the iron sulfide can create a regions of weakness in the material, okay, at the boundary you could say, and which can lead to cracking and the formation of the hot cracks in the steel. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? Okay, and let's suppose if you increase the quantity of the sulfur more than 0.05% in a steel, so what will happen, that it will lead to the simple brittleness, okay, and it will reduce the weldability. Are you getting my point what I want to say? So if let's suppose if you are using the steel where you do not want the brittleness and you want the weldability, so there you couldn't increase the composition of the sulfur more than this. Are you getting my point? That's why we use the desulfurization. Okay, that's why we use the desulfurization process. Okay, so now every element has its own advantages and disadvantages. If let's suppose if you use the carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, nickel, manganese, chromium, etc. We use the chromium in the steel, it increase the corrosion resistance, right? As well as when we use the nickel, so it has its own significance. Same, if I talk about the significance of the sulfur in the metal or in the alloy, so what happens that when we increase the composition of the sulfur in a steel, so what will happen that, so it will improve the machinability in a steel, right? But this steel you couldn't use where you want the weldability. Are you getting my point what I want to say? So it depends on the application to application, like where you are using the steel, okay, and which type of the steel you want for that particular application. It depends on that, right? Let's suppose sometimes we use the SS316L, also we use SS316LM, also we use SS304, etc., right? So it depends your application to application, right? I hope you understood that why sulfur is undesirable in steel. Okay, now if you have any doubt in this video and if you have any suggestion about this video, please let me in the comments box. I'll definitely give reply as soon as possible. So that's all for the today's video. Thanks for watching. Till then, keep learning.